Stop. Okay. I actually need to check back yesterday and see. Because, no, I think it's all logged in. Alright. My streamer bot has been doing something weird lately, but that's okay. It's good now. Alright. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should. We'll start off with this first. And I know I have to mention this like 30 more times, so I'm just saying it out loud to myself more than anything, to be honest. I can take Superman DCU rank 9 today, basically, because I just need 50 more elite shards, frags, whatever. I can do that in the elite shop. And through Elseworld, which I think I'll do right now just to get it out of the way. And he will gain, this is what I'm trying to decide between. He will gain, if an enemy has 1 or 2 stacks of burn, Speeding Bullet will also add an additional stack of burn. What's up, Hammer? Wow, you're usually here in the middle. You came in the first, in the beginning. Actually, and I'll go to you for that. We'll ask you the question directly, because I'm going to ask the chat. So, not saying I'm going to do what the chat says, but I'm going to try to weigh these options. As a matter of fact, can't I create a poll or something on Twitch? Shouldn't I be able to create a poll on Twitch that says, like, hey, which one should I do? This is something I probably should have figured out before I started streaming. You know what I mean? Because right now does not seem like the right time to say, like, hey, let's create a poll on Twitch. I don't think that I can. All right. At least not from StreamerBot. Made it to chapter 40. Congrats. So then you're only 4 chapters away from hell, right? Because I think, yeah, it's chapter 44 where you have to start using 3 teams. So you're almost there. Welcome to the club of pain. Nah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a challenge, but it's not that bad. Because you're on 2 teams right now, Hammer, right? So then, yeah, 2 teams is at 34, and then 3 teams is at 44. And I'll even show a little bit of that. What's up, Spike? I'll even show a little bit of that as well, because I want to try to get past 50, chapter 50, I guess verse 9. I don't know. That sounds like I'm at church. Please turn your pages to chapter 50, verse 9. First team tough, second team. Yeah, exactly. And in the third, when you get like 3 teams, the second team becomes slightly tougher, and then the third team becomes not as tough. But I will say this: there was one, I want to say it was 49-15, where actually the third team was the toughest because, and it might have been my roster, because of what I had to do to beat the first 2. And so like the last team wasn't like bad, but there was a Jessica Cruz that was there, and she was wrecking my face. So I had to like cancel the whole thing and then go back and try to restructure the first 2 teams so I could get past the third. How does it work with 3 teams? Okay, why not? Why not? This is what I'm going to try to do now. It's the same as with the 2 teams, except now, yeah, it's 3. See, so that one, that one, that one. And you notice like the power levels go from 4.2, 5.1 to 8.4. However, it still says easy somehow. I don't have an 8 million team. Anyway, so basically you're doing the same thing. The one, and I don't, this is anecdotal as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but each chapter has your game crashed yet? Not yet. I'm sure it will. Well, it did last week. Because they put out that new update, and then they changed something on team ups, I think, and I think that's what's causing the issue. I'm happy what they changed on team ups. It's just, probably missed a line of code, and then that's causing a crash issue. But yeah, they put out a patch notes thing that I kind of wanted to do a video on, release for the team ups, but we'll see. Okay, so basically it's the same as like each chapter has a trait that is leaning towards, and then in the back you're gonna have a mix between the bosses. So for example, looking at this, I feel like this is gonna be relatively easy just because they're all agile, so a little bit easier to plan for. This is gonna be not as bad because Mighty can get stomped out by Mighty, and so can the other agile. This is gonna be the problem, trying to deal with Firestorm in the back. While using Mighty to take them out, and then hopefully that Mighty's strong enough to take her out, but he can really damage all of the Mighty. No need to do a video on free gems. Oh, whenever that happens, like this thing here, I'll go back because I do want to try that battle. Whenever they do this thing here, oh, it's not there. It's not there. It is that thing. It always makes me worry about the game. What's up, Gabriel? It's like, yeah, we're not getting enough revenue, so let's see if we can entice them by watching 10 ads a day. For that, I don't know, 0.03 cents. Sure. Yeah, that always worries me, but I don't know. DC Legends had it for like 2 years before they shut down, so maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe it's just a nice way to earn more money for them. Which if that, hey, I mean, do what you got to do, right? Maybe not violate an entire fan base by making them or try to make them subscribe to HBO Max to get a character. Anyway, I looked at the puzzle game once. 250 levels a day at 1 gem a level. What? Oh, that's right. Because it's not just the watching the videos things. It's also you can play the other game and do what? Yeah. Oh, what's up, Mario? I forgot about that. It's a DC game needs that. I'm super worried. That's the thing. Like that's what worries me a little bit. But if they do this, this will at least stall the game for another 6 months. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid. I'm trying to think of other games that do that weren't in danger. I mean, that Ninja Turtle games does it, but I think that game is actually dead. It's just the servers are still on. Yeah, DC Legends did it for like 2, maybe 3 years before they fell. Yeah, exactly. It's just 2010. Well, actually, funny enough, that Ninja Turtle game did come out in like 2010. I want to say 2012. What else? I think that's it. But here's the thing too. I've also noticed like views for even my most popular videos, like about like game releases and stuff, they're going down. And that's okay in terms of, I know I'm not big time or whatever, but when your own subscribers aren't paying attention to it, the most of the channel is for DC Worlds Collide. If my own subscribers don't even care about it anymore to click on the video, it's kind of like, uh-oh. No game with Batman should need that ever, if they do it right. Okay, so gonna try to stay positive. Let's hope that this is just another thing for them to try to grab a little bit extra cash, but that the game is doing better and on the uptrend, and that they didn't destroy it by all those things that we were worried about them destroying, and others said like, oh no, it's okay for a game, and it's like, nah, it's not okay for a game. We said that. Anyway, but we'll see. Hopefully it's just a new thing for us to get more gems and for them to get more money, and leave it at that. But I have Tapjoy PTSD. Is this even Tapjoy? Because to be honest, I saw it pop up and I immediately ignored it. I didn't explore it even, like, not a touch, not even a little bit. I just saw 10 videos, 10 gems, 10 diamonds, 10, what's up, Klein? 10 diamonds or something like that, and didn't even bother to like read. I just said whatever, dog. Went back to playing Kakarot. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 59, chapter 50, verse 9. While I think up this, Superman DCU, we'll put that out there in the universe. Superman DCU, I could take to rank 9 today. By taking him to rank 9, I would unlock another ability on his advanced attack, right? If an enemy has one or two stacks of burn, Speeding Bullet will also add an additional stack of burn, which I guess is okay. Not exactly fantastic the more I read it. I keep wanting to make it something in my head. It just doesn't go. And then with Aquaman, I could take him rank 10. It wouldn't be today. It would be like a couple days from now, because I would get another 25 of these 8th medals from my security plan. So that would take me over the 140 threshold, and I would have like 500 elite frags now. And then when I pull for Swamp Thing tomorrow, partial prep for tomorrow I'm going to be pulling something like 40 to 50 super encrypted tokens. Let's say most of those are elites, so that'll put me right around 800 elite frags. Like not there, but close enough, closer, much closer. So then that means I could take him to rank 10 He does not have a team synergy, so that knocks that off. But then also for his skill, what skill am I unlocking for rank 10? Physical damage dealt increases again to 190. Aquaman now manipulates the remnants of the wave into protective shield for the front row, granting both allies one stack of shelter. So yeah, he just gives them one stack of shelter. All this blah blah blah, one stack of shelter, and then increase in damage. And then that's it. Then rank 10. Merciful C no longer has a limit on how many times it can be activated in a round, which is cool. Whenever an ally's health is sacrificed, they're immediately healed for 50. Like, this is good. This is good in terms of like that thing. I don't see that it's going to make a difference, but that much of a difference, I don't know. Not much, just a bit surprised. Who I pulled now, I have the first version of Superman, Mr. Terrific, and Deathstroke. Awesome! So you got OG Superman, Mr. Terrific, and Deathstroke. You had a good day. That's a damn good day. Congratulations. So there's that for Merciful C. So I would get those two abilities. However, and this is where I might be big braining this a little bit too much. I kind of want to keep balance. So having a rank 9 Superman DCU would put me in line with the other rank 9s I have. So I would have 5 of them. And then it's more balanced. I have more characters that do more. Whereas if I do the rank 10 of Aquaman, it's only rank 10. I know I'm being dramatic. It's taking him up and kind of leaving these guys behind. The Bride I'm keeping. Peacemaker's kind of getting left in the dust by Jon Stewart. Like right now, I'll put Jon Stewart in over Peacemaker, which is kind of ridiculous. So right now, I feel like I kind of want to keep balance and do this to Superman DCU, even though his skill on his advanced attack I don't think has the same value as Aquaman's skill. That's called OCD. It's okay. We don't touch it. I'm once bitten, twice shy because, like I said, my DC Legends experience where I was just upgrading, ranking up, whatever you want to call it, leveling up, just like a couple of characters. It screwed up my entire red alerts, and it took me so long to get that corrected so that I could beat red alerts again. That now it is try to keep a balanced roster. You know what I mean? So yeah, maybe I'm being a little bit OCD because it really is like it would just take him up 1 star. It really would. Now here's the other thing, the other argument that could be made. If I take him up to rank 9, I would potentially have enough frags left over to rank 10 Jon Stewart, rank 9 Poison Ivy. I'm not taking Constantine rank 10 anytime soon. Rank 8, like I could do more things with more characters. We're like 2 characters, so it's like an Epic and DCU or Aquaman would be the question, I guess. So I'm gonna think on it a little bit. I'm gonna go to Elsewhere, and I'm trying to think of what I would say to someone who would ask me that question, and I think my answer would be Aquaman. Focus on Aquaman. What are you doing, basically? Peacemaker's a tank with a kit completely about damage. He got power crept in a month. That is true. Like he I think I even said it in a video yesterday or on stream yesterday where I was like, I had an attack piece on him or something like that, and I was like, well, there's no he does do attack, but whenever I do that ultimate, it does no damage. I'd rather put that on somebody else. So yeah, he's already out of the mix for me. Oh, and so you guys know, and this, I think I said this, because God knows they didn't give us a calendar for it. League recruitment now has Peacemaker, Vigilante, and Judo Master in it. And they removed Dr. Fate, Mara, and Pandora. I think I brought that to the attention of you guys like last week. Hopefully that's not in the video that I'm about to release today. But I think I did that last week. And so it seems pretty consistent what they're going to do. Bride, Dr. Phosphorus, and Weasel are going to be the ones that get kicked out after this season to put in, Dr. Poison, Cheshire, and Swamp Thing, which means that I don't want any more Peacemaker. I'm good on Superman DCU. Meaning, like, in terms of pursuit. If I get it, I'll be happy. But in terms of pursuing them, nah. Any of these characters down here, I'm not. Judo Master's rank 10. Mr. Terrific's rank 10. Anything extra I get from Vigilant, from these other characters, period, cool. Happy with. I'm not fishing for it. So what I'm going to do, because I believe that Cheshire and Dr. Poison are going to be better than the ones that are in there now, is that I'm going to start saving my league recruitment tokens, because I have one epic guarantee here coming up in 5 turns. And then I'll have hopefully enough to try to get close to a legendary. So I'm going to not touch league recruitment for the next month and a half, 2 months, until this season is over. That's the plan. Yeah. So that's the main idea of what I'm going to do right now. I have coming up, let's see, we have how many? Yeah, 42 super encrypted tokens. By the time I'm done tomorrow, or by the time I use those gems tomorrow, it'll be 45. And then I'll pull that, and I think my guarantees on the new featured or something like 70, 60. I'm thinking about buying Batgirl's bear. Why? It does nothing for you. I don't even think there's a place where you can put it up. I think it just sits in your little base shop backpack. Why would you buy her bear? It doesn't give any kind of benefits. It's just aesthetic. Right? You can put this in her room, in her bunk. And then does she get is there like a boost? Because I don't think so. I think it's purely decorative. I don't even see where they have like a little cut. I'm guessing the bear goes here or here. Yeah, I don't see where it's going to give you any stat benefits. If you want to have it for fun because you're, Batgirl fan and all that other stuff, cool. I just don't want you to go into it thinking like you're going to get some kind of benefit from it. Where are the rest of her jewels? Yeah, it's for a room, but I mean, what's the stat benefit? That's my question. If you want it just aesthetically because you like it and you like Batgirl, go for it. But if you're thinking that it's going to give you something from it, it's not going to give you any kind of added benefits. Why am I even worried about that? We can go away from here. And then this was already completed. I really wish they would give us more stuff for the bunks, but it is what it is. I think they're going to kill it. All right, so Superman DCU or Aquaman? That is the question. Now going on to 3 teams, I'm going to try to... Let's see. And what are you thinking with taking Penguin and Ivy to rank 10? Or are you going to use someone else in Penguin's place? I'm using someone else in Penguin's place. I don't trust Penguin enough. I've had enough bad experiences with him to be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I'm going to use somebody else in Penguin's place. I just don't know who yet. But thankfully, Swamp Thing is going to be, I assume tactical. I assume a tactical tank. I need to go look because they do have the whole new character thing up. I think it tells you. So I'll have a tank for that Poison team. I'm going to put Poison Ivy in there because after using her yesterday, I made a mistake in not continuing to develop her. I was wrong in the whole, well, she doesn't have enough poison characters to run with. She can run without them. She good without them. So I'm going to, but you have rank 10 Penguin, right? No, I have a rank 8. I'm not going to waste any more resources on him because I had him at rank 8. I think he was like my first rank 8 character, or one of. And he did nothing for me. Nothing. And that just turned me off to him completely. I don't know. I mean, don't go that far back. But if you go back to those videos I was putting out before global release when I was talking about Penguin, my roster was so much smaller. He was one of these stronger characters, and he was doing nothing for me. So I basically tried to strip him of everything. I even said if I could strip his rank away from him, I would. But he's already rank 8, so I'm stuck. But I don't like him. A lot of people told me that he would be better at tier 3, on his badge, which cool, but my argument for that has always been, if you give me poor service in the beginning, then you ask me for more money for better service. What makes me think that your better service is going to be good enough? You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those. I had a terrible experience at a hotel one time where the room was like legitimately gross, dirty, and smelly. And their answer to that was, "We'll give you another night." And it's like, well, why are you going to give me another night in a crappy hotel? Like, you've already proven you can't clean, so you're going to give me another night of bad stuff? That's the thing with Penguin. I didn't want to put any more resources into him and do more and more and more and more and more, especially since badge resources are hard to come by, for a character that didn't prove that he was worth a damn at the lower levels. Not that he had to be great, but like worth a damn. Like, Batman was not great at the lower levels. He'll be better and better as he goes along, but he wasn't useless. You see what I'm saying? Like, Grodd, I think, could be better going on because he wasn't useless. I don't use him now, but like, he wasn't absolutely useless. So, should be okay. Let's try to mix this up a smidge. Yep, Guy Gardner's there, and we might take you. Although I like the way this trio has been working. I'm going to leave that here. Okay. Ugh. Oh, my neck. Alright, so we're going to try to do my block team here. My block team now includes Jon Stewart. The block team is also partially Jon Stewart. And I wanted to know, I don't think I have him in a block set yet. I think it's still HP. Because I ended up with an Epic 2 block percentage piece. And it made me wonder, because someone did mention this before, and I kind of poo-pooed it only like a couple days ago. But not poo-pooed it. I just said I wasn't going to do it. But now I'm tempted to switch all this HP to block, since I'm running him with the block squad anyway. And it would be good. If badge materials are easy to get, I would try it. That's what I'm saying. If the badge materials were easy, like as easy as, well, gold is kind of ridiculous. XP. I have a lot of XP. If the badge materials were as easy as like XP, I'd have tried it just to see, because I've already put in so much. But it takes so much to get the materials to level up a badge that I'm not willing to risk it. Eye roll I got once that added, as is severe. I slick want to quit. Never a good sign to be on. That's what we were just talking about. That whenever they add the ad stuff to try to get more revenue in, that is the idea of a desperate general manager of a gaming company, because they're just trying to do anything to get the numbers up. That dip that Jordan, who hasn't been on in a minute, that Jordan talked about, very, very good call out, because their revenue dropped like a rock. People didn't want to listen. The commenters and everything. Commenters, there's like 3 people who were like, "No, man, it's funny." Dude, we can see the signs of something going wrong, and we beg and plead to say, like, "Hey, do this, do that. It will improve. Add a calendar. Don't spring things on us. Don't try to squeeze our wallet so much. You're not big enough or nice enough or good enough to do that stuff. So chill out." And they didn't. And now I'm assuming revenue's bad. Signs are there. I want the game to succeed. Please believe me. I do. I like it. But things around the game themselves, like trying to force us into these featured banners in certain ways, thinking that you can make us spend more money, it'll just make most of us quit. And when the free-to-play and the Dolphins and the Trouts and the smaller people quit, then the whales have nobody to lord over, so then they leave. The whales want to have a fan base that they can stomp on and be like, we're better. Okay, cool. If you alienate all of the free-to-play and like low-level spenders, and they all leave because you feel like you're squeezing their wallets, then you have no community of players to play against, so why would the whales stay? They're not going to stay to fight each other. It's not going to be just a bunch of titans throwing haymakers back and forth. I want to be in a positive mood. We're going to move on. They added login rewards, I guess. Yeah, you're late on this, rooms. Everybody's like that's the thing. Everybody's on that. What's up, XP? Everybody's on that. It is a terrible sign. Point blank, period. It's a terrible sign. Hopefully, it means that it'll buy another year or two. But if you're 3 months into your game and you're putting that stuff out now, not even 3 months. Yeah, 3 months into your game and you're putting that stuff out now, rearranging the guarantees for legendaries and separating them out, trying to think that it gets us to spend more money, you're about to find out in a really, really, really hard way that it won't. It really, really won't. It'll just decrease engagement, make people feel alienated, and leave. We'll see. All right. So anyway, hopefully, they did listen to one suggestion. They gave 3 dates for 3 characters. Now give us a full calendar, so we don't feel surprised like you're trying to sneak into our wallets and take our money in order for us to play the game. A full calendar of events that lets us know what's coming. Do not link character releases to subscription services like HBO Max. Anyway, the sheer amount of quality of life that needs to be added is crazy. The game could be great as much as Marvel Strike Force. They at least communicate 100%. We have been, I was going to say, I thought I was about to stay on night, so it's, who has been saying that we, and when I say who, I don't mean me. I mean like we as in the people in my chat who watch my channel have been saying this for how long? I don't know, like day 2. Like we have been saying it for a minute. And anyone who like pushed against it in my comment section, which there was not a lot of people, it felt like you were just, let's just say riding. You guys know what the word before that I want to say is. And I don't know, some people like to be corporate shills, but we expressed all this frustration and anger and that whole digital universe debacle. We expressed all this stuff because we like the game and we want it to stick around. We didn't express it to be point a finger and be like, y'all suck. We were like, please change these things because we've played these games apparently more than you guys have. And we know all the bad signs, and you're giving us all the bad signs. Hopefully the ads are some sort of money laundering scheme or something. As a compliance officer / KYC / anti-money laundering, I actually just had to finish a course in Geneva week before last on AML procedures in Switzerland for SROs, self-regulated organizations. Doesn't matter. I just had to complete another seminar on that. So yeah, funny enough, maybe. I mean, if they're not doing it intentionally, somebody's gonna figure it out. And actually, that was the one thing too that Marvel Strike Force started doing, and I don't know how they're gonna get past the compliance side of things. I mean, I guess, okay, because Marvel Strike Force is starting to do gifting where you can send like bottle passes and stuff to alliance mates, which like all of my red flags as a compliance officer went off. But I guess it's okay if you're like gifting legitimately. You can't gift credit in the store or anything like that. You can only gift those power cores, which can't be refunded, or the actual packs, battle passes and stuff. So I guess that's okay from a money laundering perspective. It should be fine. Anyway, we will see if there is a Russian bot behind the ads of DC Worlds Collide. Some hacker in a basement who's like, yeah, they won't even notice. So, okay, so now we go back to the debate. We're going to try to be happy. Let's see. Maybe we're just being super negative and this game lasts for another 10 years. Well, doubt 10. 3? This is 3, 4? But we'll see. Compliance officer, you mean professional snitch? No, I'm a professional stop them from before we have to snitch. I'm a professional, hey, no. You're not going to shut down my company because you can't figure out a smarter way to move your money. There's a ton of smart ways. It's just funny how many people do the stupid way. Idiots. Anyway. But that's part of the reason why I can't do giveaways on this channel. I wanted to do another giveaway, but I can't buy gift cards from different regions because gift cards are like one of the main ways to to money launder. So I was trying to buy like Apple gift cards, and I think Spike even knows how difficult it was for me when I was looking through all that stuff. Like I was trying to like I couldn't buy Apple gift cards, I couldn't buy Google Play Store gift cards, none of that stuff. And I forgot that previously I had to send that stuff via like PayPal to somebody in order to get it to go, and in like a previous giveaway for DC Legends. And then I did this thinking I could do the gift cards, completely forgetting. And I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and buy them. No, 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 nope, no, no, no. Y'all ready for the drop tomorrow? Everyone's saving their tokens or what? Yeah, that's what I've been doing since they announced it. Which, like I said, when they did announce it, trying to give them a little bit of praise as we're dumping on them right now. They did give us the announcement, say like, yo, Swamp Thing is coming out next week. Then 2 weeks from that will be Dr. Poison, and then 2 weeks from that will be Cheshire, or no, 1 week from that will be Cheshire. So Poison will be meta worth investing in. I think it will be, actually. I think it will be. Doing my little experiment with Poison Ivy yesterday, was it yesterday? The days are running together. Yesterday gave me like, the word isn't hope, but like I was startled at how good she was. And that's already her in the game. Then with Swamp Thing, I think he's going to be meh, but I think Dr. Poison and Cheshire are going to be incredible. So I'm already saving up. I just showed previously. League Recruitment has kicked Dr. Fate, Pandora, and Mara and slid in the Justice Gang, Peacemaker, Vigilante, and Judo Master, which confirms just how they're going to go about it. So then after this season, this Poison season, so in like a month and a half, Dr. Poison, Cheshire, and Swamp Thing should be moved into the League Recruitment, which means I'm saving all of my, this is what happened to me last time, I'm saving all of my League Recruitment tokens, credits, whatever the hell they want to call them, until the next season. So then I can farm Dr. Poison and Cheshire and Swamp Thing and League Recruitment. That's the idea there. Then in the meantime, since they announced Swamp Thing, I've been buying those 3 super encrypted tokens you can buy in the base shop every day, stacking those. And I'm no longer spending any encrypted tokens in preparation for in 2 weeks when Dr. Poison has her featured banner. That is the plan. So the entire adventure section needs updating. Exploration hasn't had updates since launch. Trails should be extra characters so they can add champs. Yeah, none of that's going to happen. The trails, I think they're going to, trails and exploration, I think is a dead game mode that they're not going to explore anymore. I think they're very clearly going to stick to like this main story thing and digital universe. I think that like exploration is done. I don't think they're doing that anymore. And I know they're not going to do any more of this, of the superhero trials. That's definitely out. Because if they were going to do that, then they wouldn't be doing that whole other side of things where you have like the feature tune and their event and then those 3 areas where you can try them out. If they were going to do the trials, then they wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? So they're going to just do that as opposed to the trials. So I think trials is dead as well. In terms of like new material, they'll leave it there, but they're not going to do anything new. So yeah, those are just dead game modes. And I think the bunks are going to get removed if they at any point have the game longer than a year. Someplace to farm badge material, side stories. I did it earlier on Captain Cold. The list is long and yeah, 100%, 100%. I got 140 saved. I'm a be if I pull once. I mean, chances are you're gonna get them once. I hate to upset you so early in this stream where. Oh no, it's like 35 minutes in, so it's plenty of time to upset you. Yeah, you're gonna get them once. I hope you get them 4 times. I hope you pull them 4 times, and it's just a ball of a day where you're just giggling to yourself on the couch, rolling over, laughing, so happy. But the games need to be starting to partner with content creators, like giving you 10 codes for giveaways. That whenever games start doing that, and I think games have realized that, it's just this game they have bad management. And besides, they have tried to, I think someone else, one of the content creators for this game, DC World School, I cannot remember who, is actually started to partner with them, I think, or something along those lines. So I think they're headed in that direction. I'm just not one of the partners, but I think they're headed in that direction. I think so. I think they're realizing that they need to use some content creators to give giveaways and stuff like that to get over some of these humps and milestones that they're putting in the way of their own game. Not sure if anyone has noticed, but the team up seems to have a nasty bug. All missions posted are at 100%, and if you play one, it gives you an error after beating it. No rewards. They just announced that. I think there's a thing in the mail. As a matter of fact, let's go forfeit this. There's a thing in the mail right now because they gave us patch notes of where they tried to remove 3 of those teams or 4 of those teams. Team up's issue. So I thought about even putting this as a video, but like I have enough videos right now I need to edit, and this is kind of like fix the bug issue with the shuttle advancement. I'm reading this on my own right now. I remained 170 for every mission after the one required 170. Blah blah blah. Fix the issue with disruptor. Okay. So basically, I think this is where the issue like stemmed. They disabled Captain Cold, Mr. Freeze, Frankenstein, Phantom Stranger, Poison Ivy Penguin, and Bizarro Bane as teams and team ups. Dev note, in teams ups, we were seeing some fights require significantly more attempts than others. While we may like to rebalance and bring them back, for now we decided to disable several of the worst offenders. Cool. Then you get 200 diamonds because we are aware of an issue with team ups where players are encountering an unknown error and are working on a fix for the issue. So they haven't fixed it yet, but they are aware. So you may want to steer clear of team ups for a minute. I pulled Aquaman on 150. I was so mad and I wanted to throw a pack of plastic straws in the ocean. Aquaman? I'm gonna just start pouring shampoo. Just pouring shampoo in the ocean. Security plan, let's go. But yeah, they're aware of the team ups issue. So probably just wait for them to say that there's a fix. 100% completed without being marked beat. Yeah, we got you. Sorry, I just read that now. I'm actually skipping this season completely. I'm working on Mr. T team. Now I can summon them. Randomly pulled Blue Beetle, so working on block as well. So I got a team to build. I think Future Shield team will be the counter to poison. Yeah, because bleeds counter shield. Right? Yeah, so no, you're not upsetting me, is what I assumed. Yeah. Let's go to Elseworld real quick. Get this out of the way. While I still contemplate DCU versus Aquaman. And funny enough, the first thing I always look for in this now, yo, we got a Jon Stewart in here? No? Okay, so I just grab whatever team. So you're skipping the poison season, Theo. Okay. Like this, the poison season means that I'm most likely gonna skip the next season, depending on how hard I go in this season. But it feels like I will be skipping the next season. Do I have Batman first, or yeah, we'll see. This is the thing. I gotta leave it because they don't have my gear. Okay, we are aware of the bug, so please stop pinging me. I'm trying to watch my show. Basically, we're aware of the issue, not knowing that most people won't read that and they'll just keep bugging him anyway. But hopefully, I don't think it's going to be some major. I mean, I'm sure it's an issue, but I don't think it's going to be some. Well, I shouldn't say that because who knows what they did with their code in the background. But this doesn't feel like it should be some major, takes weeks to fix kind of deal. Wait. So let's get through Elseworld Mighty because I do have Superman and the Bat. And let's also be real. I'm on vacation right now. When I tell you I have done absolutely nothing and loved every second of it, I have. I've gone to the gym. I've played basketball. I've come home. I have sat on this chair, done doing nothing, bro, nothing. has been glorious. I'm supposed to meet a friend. The friend I was supposed to meet yesterday ended up not meeting. I'm gonna meet her today. And she is the homie. I love hanging out with her, but it's really like, man, but that couch though. My couch is awesome. Haven't seen you in a long time, but my couch, man, we like this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh my God, I am worried about the whole ads thing. That thing does bother me. Agile, I did get Flash just now, right? Did you ever look at the game Chaos Zero Nightmare at launch today? I feel like you told me about that and I wrote it down but never downloaded it. I did download that other game. I can't remember from who said it. Oh yeah, Power Rangers. I did download that one. Never looked at it. You guys can be beat. This can be uninstalled. Sorry, Ceremony Pass. I don't need that anymore. Albeit, I said it yesterday as a throwaway. And I might actually do it depending on how the rest of my year ends. I might start pursuing another master's degree. It really, really depends on a few factors, but we may be headed towards another master's degree. No, I didn't down. Okay, so let me check it in the Play Store. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, okay. So Nightmare Chaos, or Chaos Nightmare. Chaos Zero Nightmare. I was playing Kaiju number 8 and I did and do like it. I need to sit down and maybe that's something for me to do on Friday, I think? No, Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Damn. Oh my God, my week is almost up. I got only one more week. Oh no. I say that on Wednesday, already panicking 2 days into vacation. That is almost over a week and a half from now. Can you tell I want to do nothing? I need to go ahead and hit retirement. Alright, so I just installed Chaos Zero Nightmare. I have no idea what this game is about. Maybe I should have read that first. Official launch. I feel as though maybe I should complete Kaiju number 8 because this feels like another... Yeah. Okay, I'll look into it. But I think I need to sit down and just do a full day of Kaiju number 8 instead of Kakarot. That might be it. My PC client crashed twice today, and I figured Jesus was trying to tell me something, so I'll leave it alone for the rest of the day. Good shout. I can't argue with anything you just said there. Because I have done that before too. Like, so for example, yesterday I was thinking about, was it yesterday or the day before? I was thinking about streaming again in like the afternoon or something. Because again, like I said, I'm on vacation. I got nothing else to do. And I was like, hey, because this emulator, this whole thing is a pain to get going. So I was like, look, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the game running. If the game doesn't run, I won't stream. And it kept doing that whole like, there's no connection, can't find it. It did it 3 times. I was like, okay, God don't want me to do it. Fine. I'm not going to stream now. Which is a terrible, actually now I think about it, that could be a very bad thing for a game if the people who want to stream your game aren't streaming it because they can't get it to load up. I still play Kaiju number 8, good side game. Yeah, that's the thing, it's like a good side game. And I'm treating it definitely, that and Marvel Strike Force are my side games right now. Funny enough, DC Worlds Collide, I'm kind of treating like a side game right now too. A little bit. I have focused on some other hobbies, but I have like I am treating it a little bit more like a side game than I was before. But because it has a lot of side game aspects to it, if that makes sense. Like it does not allow for, once you get to a certain point, like playing it because I'm bored and I have 2 hours. Like it doesn't do that. You have to, like, once you're stuck at a part on the main story, you're stuck. So you're just done with that. And then there's not anything, like at this point in the game where I'm at right now, there isn't anything else in the game that I could do while I'm stuck in one area. If I'm stuck at main story, then I'm also most likely stuck at system recovery. Then I'm also most likely stuck at a conversion emergence. So like I'm stuck in all those areas, so there isn't any real like thing to do except wait for my gold and everything else to stack up a little bit so I can level up, and then the next day go to Elseworld, get you know, that kind of stuff. Like once you're stuck, there isn't a like I can do something else in this game, which Marvel Strike Force has. Kaiju number 8 though. I do need to finish that main story. I do. I use Google Play Games for PC. It's not very good by itself. Then added DC bugginess on top. Like the yeah, I was doing the Google Play Games thing because I was trying to replace BlueStacks, and it worked well for a minute, and then suddenly there was a turn where it was like, I can't get this thing to load on Google Play anymore. So I went back to BlueStacks, but if I'm being real with you, there's been so many issues with this that if I didn't like the community of people with streaming and stuff, this, like the conversation stuff, is the more fun part of it now than the actual, like waking up in the morning and like, oh, well, let's see if BlueStack starts. It's just obnoxious. Don't feel like dealing with it. DC Dubsy is like a wife that you suspect is cheating on you. Stick around because you don't have solid proof, but you want to leave because the signs are there. Bruh, that hits. That hits. I'm not, she won't ever watch this. So like my ex, she didn't cheat or anything, not that I know of. She didn't cheat or anything. And I think that she was thinking the same thing about me in our relationship, where it was, she's not a bad person. We're not doing anything bad. We were together for 8 years. And it was like, but you haven't like cheated on me. You haven't like disrespected my children. You haven't done anything that would be the catalyst to be like, well, I'm out. Like, you haven't done any of that. And so we just stuck in this stasis of like, not good. You know what I mean? Just like, we're not bad, but it ain't good. You know what I mean? For a while, until something did pop. But like, that hits right there where it's like, maybe not even the cheating part of it. And my friend and I think I said this on the stream yesterday, and I really did send that to the homie Alessia. And it was one of those, we were talking about music and playlists and, oh yeah, ringtones for phones, and how having a certain ringtone used to mean like you were popping in the party. Like, hey, tipsy, move beat, get out the way. Like if that hit on your ringtone, that little MIDI boom, boom, boom on your phone, people noticed, right? And I was like, that's Spotify playlist. And me and my homegirl Alessia, we do like Spotify playlist of like themes. And the theme yesterday was, why are you still here? Meaning you're kicking out like a significant other, or like you don't understand why they're still trying. And there was a catalyst behind that, which I won't mention now. But basically, she came back and she was like, do you mean why are they still here, or why am I still here? Because those are two different themes. And I was like, you know what? Let's do both. So we made playlists for both. I made playlists for one. She made playlists for both. I have to do my other playlist soon. I say all that to say, she sent me the playlist for Why Am I Still Here? And when I was making that playlist came quick. It was so easy. Damn near every song she knows me well enough. I mean, I wonder if she even hesitated with putting some of the songs on there because she was like, man, Obi gonna be kind of hurt by this song. Like every song she put on there was just one of those, like, it just kept stabbing that right note. You know what I mean? That right, like, damn, I was doing that. Oh my God, she was doing that. Just like, stuck in your head of, why didn't I just leave? What was going on? She was miserable. I was unhappy. What? Like every song was just poking me. It's a good playlist though. It was a good playlist. Anyway, so now that I've completed tangent number 3 for the day, I still have not made a decision. Weekly missions has me. Anything else I need to complete? Maybe the quiz. Did I do the quiz today already? I think I did. Yeah, it is only Wednesday anyway. Okay, so level a character up 5 times will get me another 100. Rank up 2 characters will give me another 100. 200 will put me, about right. Like this one plus another 30. I can get to about here. and then I could buy the rest and get these. I think you mean tangent 30. Yeah, something like that. 330. What's a zero? Uh, so the reason I bring that up, and it's not even that I would be tempted to do it. It's just I'm trying to get in perspective my head and get my head into the perspective of I would have enough. I would have enough to rank up Superman DCU now, and the problem would be the elite frags later. And since I will be actively, like really pursuing Aquaman, I would then have enough to take Aquaman rank 10 next week. Because I will get another 45, so I'll have 140 here, and then I just need to stack up the elites again, right? For this Superman DCU, I will use up 30 of these, 18, right? So we'll have 18 left over from this. I'll get another 25, which will put me at 43 here. Then with Aquaman, I have 43 plus the 70, which will put me at 113. And then I can buy another few 8th medals from the shop, not to mention the fact that in a week, my Elite Arena shop will reset, and I'll be able to get even more, 9 days, a week and a half. I'll be able to get more Aquaman frags from here, and I can take them rank 10 in about a week and a half. Something like that could be the plan. And then that would, by the time I would do that, I should hopefully have enough elite frags to complete the whole thing. Now, the one thing that throws a wrench into all of this is if I happen to pull Swamp Thing, and I just realized that now. The plan is to pull Swamp Thing. My guarantee counter should be in the right spot for that. But I think I would really much rather have DCU rank 9 than Aquaman rank 10 for the moment, and have a better balanced roster as opposed to making him much stronger. And much stronger. Who's your 5 for your block team again? Right now it is John Stewart, Nightwing, Ocean Master. Let me make sure I keep that in my head. Kid Flash, and then the 5th is always a flex. Wonder Woman, Batman. Sinestro goes amazing on the block team. Like, he's really good on the block team. It depends on like who I'm facing. So if it's like Mighty, it'd be Sinestro. If it's Agile, probably Batman or Wonder Woman. If it's tactical, I won't say Deathstroke. I don't think so. Depending on positioning, it could be Judo Master. Depending on positioning. Also, Bane. Bane is awesome on the block team too. And did I put Bane in block sets? Yeah, he has a little bit of block. I need to change this thing. What happened here? What are you doing? Why is this like it is? What is that? That is not okay. Attack bonus for Bane. I could even remove this and put this on John Stewart. Let me go ahead and replace this with a block piece. What is actually going on? Okay. Oh, yeah, because I was trying to get the attack across. That's why. But I'm more worried about Bane being a controller. That's why I had that there now. I remember. Because I was trying to add that little 3% of attack, but I'd rather have 10% of block. Let's just be real. Because I don't care about the attack from Bane. I genuinely don't. He is supposed to be there to control the crowd. And so as much of a... See, this is attack bonus, though, and I would love to remove this from him. And then the other one is HP. I would love to put another HP piece from the necklace here. I've just gotten distracted. I know I have. I'm going to look at this real quick. I'm going to go focus on getting DCU to rank 9 because I think I've made that decision. Just need to see if there... So there's an HP here. on Peacemaker, and we were just trashing Peacemaker. There's an HP bonus on Mara. Mara has not been exactly spectacular since I got her to rank 8. It's just awkward to use her because she has to be exactly next to Aquaman. Gonna pass on the Poison team. Going to focus on the Mr. T team. I think you and Theo are both saying that. I guess I'm in a different place with the like. I feel like my Mr. T team is set the way I want it. I don't care about Guy Gardner that much, although I do think I have enough frags to take him rank 9. And DCU, I'm about to take him rank 9 now, so the cat would be perfect place to put login rewards. The cat. You mean in Wonder Woman's little loft thing? Right now I'm trying Nightwing, Blue Beetle, Ocean Master, Cyborg, and Two-Face. Any thoughts? I don't know what Two-Face is doing there. I guess Two-Face is to help increase the damage of your back row. And then you have Ocean Master in your back row with Cyborg. Blue Beetle degrees. I can't speak on Blue. What's up, Mike? Long time. I can't speak on Blue Beetle too much because I don't have him, but from what I understand, he runs amazing with the block team. So, because he's reducing crit damage, right? So, it should be a good look. I'd be curious to see how that works for you. Oh yeah, the Cyborg actually saved my butt in a digital universe once because of his reduction of, I think it's just damage, not just crit damage. I think his is a reduction of damage, and that saved me from having to deal with the Flash in one of the digital universes. I cannot remember which one. The Poison team is 7 characters total, including an artifact and reinforcement. 7? I got Penguin, Poison Ivy, Scarecrow in there now. I barely count Scarecrow because he's elite, and Penguin I don't like, but 3. And then we got Swamp Thing, Dr. Poison, and Cheshire, that's 6. And then Artifact and Reinforcement. Black Cat on the main page, remember? Oh, that's right. It gave us rewards, and I remember. And then there was a story that was supposed to go along with that. They just kind of conveniently disappeared. I only have Green Arrow at rank 10, so I'm shutting down the acquisitions department. I don't know why acquisitions department got me. They really got me for some reason. I don't know. Until AOE block teams are built, at least maybe sacrifice too. Okay, I see you. I don't hate that. I understand. All right, so here's what I'm thinking, and it's kind of nuts that I'm already thinking this. And actually, you know what? I'm not thinking this. I'm thinking this. I'm going to take this off of Mara because this is an Epic 2 piece with HP bonus on it. So I'm going to move this off of Mara. I'm going to do something with this HP attack bonus. I don't know what yet, but I'm doing something with it. I'm going to put this block over here with HP onto Bane. This can be changed over to back to the attack piece that I had before. And so we'll have more block, more HP. Yeah, okay, this is a smarter idea. I don't know what to put on Mara in place of this, though. So what I will do is find another epic piece, another block piece that she can, take, just so I keep the set complete. Because I have no idea. I have a lot of block stuff. Because I have no idea what she will actually... None of these are percent pieces, right? Got a lot of block stuff. Sorry. Alright, so we will do this. I put this with HP. Yeah, so I'll grab this flat stack HP, replace, and then we replace, and then we go over here. We switch over to attack. It still says that Bane has this attack piece, even though he clearly doesn't have this attack piece. We call this a visual bug. Okay, so that should be good. We have our 2 attack piece, so this should make him much better for the block team, and just good in general overall. Because it was a clever turn of phrase. It really was. It caught me. The base also seems extremely useless except for Batgirl room, and that's it. You would swear it's an indie dev working on this game. I think it is, actually. I forgot about Black Friday sales. Any thoughts? Anyone think DCW is going to have a Black Friday sale? They'll try, but it won't be much of a sale. I'm just thinking about Black Friday sales in general because I always forget about Black Friday. I always forget about Black Friday. I'm trying to prep myself this year. Um, yeah, XP they'll be selling the studio for about $350. I turned around and said, "Yeah, I mean for $250." Um, it makes me think of that South Park episode where the guy insists that he sees the Loch Ness monster, and the Loch Ness monster gives like, is it 150, 250? I don't know. Sorry, that was a flashback to something really old. I apologize. All right, so Bane is set, and I like the changes that I made. Now, John Stewart. Ooh, John Stewart attack bonus here, HP bonus here. Talk with me for a minute. Okay, with because I'm thinking about building John Stewart in the way that I have Ocean Master built. The problem with that thought process is Ocean Master is built with attack and crit. The reason why there's so much attack here is because he has bleeds. Those bleeds are based off of attack, so it does more damage over time, right? And then the crit is here because he's just going to be attacking out of turn, out of control. The primary stat pieces are attack bonus pieces, right? So the idea here is that my attack is going to be stupid high. Would I love for these to be epic 3% pieces? Yes, I would. Just saying. But yeah, so these attack bonus pieces are here because we're trying to increase attack as much as possible based on bleeds, but also the fact that he counters having high attack ain't exactly a bad thing. Problem with John Stewart. Problem. He's a tank. He's good at tanking. He has massive shields. He is so hard to kill. HP is part of that. However, it feels as though I should be able to get away with replacing this with an attack bonus piece. Increase the attack he's going to do. As a matter of fact, let's replace it now. It's 95,000 on attack, right? So let's go ahead and put the attack bonus piece up that we just took off of, what's his face? Bane, and replace it to see how much our attack goes up. So our attack, oh, I didn't even see it. All right, so we lost some attack, but we gained some as well. So it goes down to 94,000. That's because we stripped that piece away, and this is a low, wait, right? Yeah, because we stripped that piece away. It's giving us 10.6. Have you ever thought about doing an account reviews video games using the other people's account for the unit reviews, or maybe help them with progress? I did do I just did a players helping player thing where I reviewed somebody's account, went over their screenshots and said what I thought they should do next. That video should have been released a little while ago, and then some things popped off in the game. But I'll still release it soon. When I get done today, I'm going to have to do a lot of editing. So I'm curious to know. It was 95,000 before I put this piece here. Just because I'm curious about the whole attack benefit thing. Oh, Peacemaker, are you going to lose another piece? Not right now. We just want to complete the set for a minute. So we're going to do that first. So replace this to complete the set. It gives us that 3% back up. And so we're still at like 95,000. So it's not really worth it for that piece. And I think that's because, and this might go towards having things as a signature. That one. As a signature, this piece, let's go back to attack. I think that's what it was. Yeah. I'm getting 6% here plus the attack bonus. So that turns into 12%, which is why it drops from that. Okay. Okay. Because I made it a signature piece. I meant like give you access to my account so you can show it either live or I've never done those kind of videos. I'm usually uncomfortable with that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. One thing I say about the game is that they be dropping new characters like mixtapes, yo, like mixtape Wheezy. Every drought, what drought are we on? Drought 35 right now. Like yo, mixtape Wheezy was the best. Jeez, that was good college times. Wheezy baby. Louisiana mixtape. What the drought? What was the other one? Well, dedication. There was a bunch of them. Dedication 1 through. I think they got up to dedication like 6. I think they only had like 3 droughts. I think Louisiana only had 2 volumes. Sorry for the way it was. This was the trash. It was the worst of the mixtapes. There was only 2 of those, but that was when he was going through his like legal disputes, his contract disputes with Birdman. But mixtape Wheezy was. Oh, that was an era. And I feel that officially makes me feel old now, talking about, well, back in my day when hip hop was hip hop and rap was rap. Like, that was, oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. And he just kept dumping him out for free. For free. No Ceilings. No Ceilings 1 was good, was amazing. No Ceilings 2 was not okay. Anyway, is what it is. Is what it is. Is what it is. I want to increase the attack on Jon Stewart somehow, some way. And I feel like the only way I can do that is to replace this HP bonus piece with a fully realized attack bonus signature piece here. And that ain't finna happen. That is not about to. And I mean, Epic One is not bad. I'm getting greedy is what's really happening. Is I'm getting greedy. Because this is a good piece to have. He is strong enough. Like, it's not that he is suffering fools at this point. He's handling business. The other aspect of what I wanted to do with him was potentially switch up all this HP into block. And then let him ride with the block team from Ocean Master. That was the other idea that I had. I'm going to double check this one real quick. This wouldn't be any benefit. This on Batman. Love it. Anyway, so she has attack bonus on block. And it's already up to like a level 11. Poison Ivy will never run with the block team. Poison Ivy, I'm never going to let Poison Ivy run with the block team. That's just not going to happen. It would be the same, but the thing is this is a sideways move, kind of. It does help with the block, but I could put block here. I'm not missing out on the block sets if I change this. If I do put this here, I'm basically wasting the signature that I put on it, so I'm kind of a little bit pot committed. And then this is a 5-stat piece, right? Yeah. I'm adding a minimal. I'm not adding any attack. This is literally just so I can put the block. What's the best team for John? Any team that's in DC Worlds Collide. Right now, I like putting him on the block team the most. The more so than although. No, because he doesn't do a crazy amount of shields. He just does a crazy large shield. Guy Gardner actually is better for Jessica Cruz than Jon Stewart would be. Although the 3 of them run well together. Great, no, well, yes. But Jon Stewart may be one of those ones like The Bride, where I fully believe that The Bride is much better outside of her Creature Commandos team. I think Jon Stewart is going to be better outside of the Lanterns. So, running him with the block team, I think is great, but he's a very, very plug-and-play tank, and he's already, in like my view, I was just saying it earlier, he's already surpassed Peacemaker, and I think that means that part of what comes with that is the fact that I can't put him everywhere, and it's okay. At minimum, it's going to be okay. At his top rank, it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to be giggling with happiness. So, yeah. I would say basically anybody block team is my preference at the moment. And debuff team. Because right now my block team is kind of half block, half debuff. But you could also run him with like Raven, Sinestro, Grodd, and Yeah, those 3. and create a good block team that's going to stack up fear on Sinestro very, very quickly. Okay, so do I want to put block on John Stewart now? I am. I'm so hesitant because I feel like I'm making a mistake, like I'm trying to do too much. That's why I'm so hesitant with this whole block situation. Could take this off Bane, but why would I do that? Bane is awesome right now. I have all the pieces in place to replace it, and would have to just only, because I only took them to the first level because I was trying to get the little substat bonuses at the very, very top, like at the very top of the thing. I could do all of that, put him in block. His HP is at what now? I would lose 9% HP. I would lose 9% HP. So let me just knock 10% off of this, which would be 12,000. That means his HP would drop to about 113,000 or 111,000 is where his HP would drop off to. Actually, no, it would drop to 1.1 million. Why was I not seeing this 4 at the end? I think I can deal with 1.4 million in terms of 1.1 million in terms of, well, no, he's not a tank. Where are my other tanks at? Where's Bride? Bride has a stupid amount. She has 1.7 million. Okay. OG Superman has 1.3. Peacemaker, who I do not have built well right now, has, oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was about to say, has 1.1. And let's be real, when he gets around to his turn, the amount of shields that he puts up is stupid. Although, that's the problem. Okay, this is the problem. This is the problem. I can't believe I spent 10 minutes thinking on this for it to be this. I can't put him in block set. Damn, I cannot put him in block set because you can't block while you have shields. And he does nothing but have shields. He does nothing but have shields. So it doesn't make sense to put him in a block set if he is going to be like draped in shields the whole time. Oh, Theo, if you're up to it, I don't mind giving access to my account as a trial per se. I think it would be great content if you mess up my account, give me a reason to quit, win-win. Hey, what's up, Thomas? I mean, sure, but I don't know exactly. You know what? Because you're on Discord. Let's. I'll try to be more active on Discord. Let's chat about it real quick because I want to know. I have seen people do it with the idea of improving their team and their rosters or whatever. I don't know. Well, to be fair, I think I see your vision, where I'm not just looking at what characters to develop, but I'm also like looking at gear sets and stuff like that. Is that what you mean? Where it's like picking like the top 5 characters there and then being like, this is what the gear should be, this is what the gear should be. You have this piece, how did you miss this piece? That kind of thing. Is that what you mean? I might have been playing the wrong game. I've been playing Dark Legion. Yeah, we don't play Dark Legion over here. Sorry, Thomas. My bad. But yeah, I tried to look at Dark Legion and I cannot. I looked at it. I did download it. Then I saw a content creator playing it, and I was like, I don't think I can play this game. I think he is good to make Hal tougher or as a debuff team tank. Yeah, debuff team tank, perfect. I can't speak on the Hal part of this because I don't have Hal Jordan. So let me go to Hal Jordan real quick. But yeah, it's a lot of different things you can do. Yeah. Let's I'm gonna send me a message on Discord as a gentle reminder. Because I know I'll forget because that's just been me for the last, I don't know, 6 months. Character files. Hal Jordan. So, a little bit of direction here, Kev, but I'm going to try to read through and see what makes him help Hal Jordan. Swings a sword, dealing damage, grants him a shield. This basic means that Jessica Cruz is very happy. There's a 50% chance Hal Jordan's basic will be enhanced, well enhanced, etc. Okay, cool. Increases attack by 15%. When using his ultimate, absorbs all his shield into strength. Wow. For each shield equal to 1% of his max HP, gain 1% damage amplification. If this was absorbs the shield from all lanterns, that would be awesome. Hal shares his willpower with his teammates. Every time an ally's HP drops by 1%, any shield he gains is strengthened by an additional 1% up to 100%. So what, doubles up his shields? Oh, his badge. This is one obnoxious thing in the game. Can I see their badges? I can't see their badges if I haven't unlocked them. I guess it's a thing. I don't know, but it's annoying. It's annoying. I want to see their badge. I want to see their badge. Yeah, Hal Jordan. Yeah. That's obnoxious. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't notice this. Oh no, John's badge does. Got you. I do have John's badge. Swamp Thing is right here, which means that Cheshire is here. Where's Dr. Poison? That girl is poison. Yo, where's Dr. Poison? Am I blind? Guys, help. If Dr. Poison is an elite, I'm gonna throw this computer out of my house. No, they said that she would be epic. I'm not seeing Dr. Poison in here. You can't even look at their badges when you unlock them unless that's true. Actually, that is true. I forgot about that part. Why are the badges like this secret that has to be kept? Yo, I'm not seeing Dr. Poison. If you guys are, and I'm really just missing her, but I'm seeing Cheshire and I'm seeing Swamp Thing. I'm tempted to do a video. Dr. Poison isn't here. I think. I don't know why I laughed, but that just felt like this is really stupid. This is how dumb I am. 4 words, technically 5 because there's a contraction in there, had me think literally all at once. Wonder Woman walking into a random doctor's office and being like, can I please speak with Dr. Poison? And then the secretary at the desk being like, Dr. Poison isn't here right now. Can I take a message? I don't know why my brain goes that way. I have a problem. I should probably take a medication. All right, so I'm tempted because they haven't released the kits yet, right? They haven't released the blog that has the kits. So I think I'm about to record a kit reveal video very quickly and put that out like in 30 minutes for Swamp Thing and for Dr. or Cheshire. I'm thinking about doing that, or should I wait? What do you guys think? You think I should go ahead and like just do a quick Swamp Thing read through his? I know you guys are about to do that now anyway, but they have all. I want to know, and he is a tactical tank. I want to know. Okay, yeah, we gotta do this. Okay, sorry guys, we gotta do this. I need to know. The reason why there's a hesitation in me doing this is because I know once the blog is released, there's gonna be another like read there of Dr. Poison, I guess. But I'm gonna do Swamp Thing in Cheshire now. So I'm gonna break what my desired structure is for these videos usually when it comes to this stuff, and go at it this way. All right, so coming in 3, 2. See, this is what happens when you don't communicate properly. So, Swamp Thing and Cheshire, their character files are in the game, which means that I can look at their skills. This is going to be a quick video because I'm sure they're about to release the blog in whatever amount of time, like in an hour, 2 hours or whatever, to announce all this stuff and to tell us what the kits are. However, right now, Cheshire and Swamp Thing are in the game. And I'm too impatient to wait for their blog. So I'm going to make this video now and read through the kits because I want to know. Let's get to the video. Okay, yeah, do it. I either do them all at once or do them as they release, in my opinion. I think I'm going to do them as they release as well. That's the thing. Because this right now is like one of those, I'm going to put this out real quick. It's going to be a quick video. And then when they actually come out, like the Dr. Poison, Swamp Thing, or whatever else, like I'll do them as they go along. So that's the plan. My real worry was not typically, what I would like to do is, and this has to go along with them helping us do this stuff. They release the whole like blog thing that says this is the team that's coming, and they give like that brief description, right? Then they release a blog giving like the full kits for the entire team. So that way I can read through and go through the entire team. And then as I unlock the character, I can do their kit and then say, hey, this is the gear I would put on them. This is the teammates that would run with them outside of Poison. And that's how it should like flow. It doesn't flow that way because somehow they can't organize things on time because proof one, why is Swamp Thing and Cheshire in the game when there's no blog, no information outside of you told us that they would be there the next day, but I don't have a blog with his kit. Maybe I'm being nitpicky on that side of it, but in order for me to structure my content, I need for them to structure theirs a little bit better. I don't know how else to put that. Swamp Thing is only Wembanyama height. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. I don't know. I do not know why. That is a little bit disappointing to me. That he's only Wembanyama height. But yeah, hooded version of you, do it. I had my hoodie on actually before I started, and I was like, let me take my hoodie off. Do it. Embrace the dark side. All right, here we go. Coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, and Impatient on Grab It here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, so they did put out, they told us, they let us know when the characters were going to be released. So as of today, Swamp Thing comes out tomorrow. My plan is to farm Swamp Thing, unlock him, go through his kit, go through his affinities. He won't have the team synergy, that will be Cheshire. And then, take him into battle, all the other stuff. However, right now, since I can't wait literally like 18 hours to do this, I'm going to read through his kit right now. We're still going to have the individual videos for Cheshire and Swamp Thing. Dr. Poison isn't in the game yet. I assume that's because she's going to be released the week after Cheshire, so she just isn't in there yet. So I'm going to read briefly through Swamp Thing and Cheshire's kit because I'm impatient. So basically, and this is something that kind of disappointed me, was that Swamp Thing is only Victor Wembanyama height. Like, I don't know why I needed Swamp Thing to be 9'14", but him being 7'6" is like, okay, he could be, okay, but can he hoop? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Swamp Thing would be good in the post. I feel like he has a mean drop step, reverse pivot, you know what I'm saying? However, I also do not believe Swamp Thing is good from range. Like, he has maybe a baby hook off the backboard. Maybe he can knock down an elbow jump shot, but he's not stepping out for range, and he's not known as a shooter. He is very much a Shaq body type where he's just diesel, and he's going to go in, punish folks. Anyway, so, and actually, XP just said that he thinks that Swamp Thing might rest in peace, Jon Stewart. Let's see, because Jon Stewart is a beast in this game right now. So we can only do this like very superficially, because, like I said, they haven't been really released. It's just the character files. So level 1, Green Thumb disappears into the murky swamp depths, only to resurface behind enemy lines. He then punches an enemy, dealing physical damage. I'm sorry. But it's basically, they did a very flowery way of being like, I'm going to punch you in the back of the head. Like, that's all they did. It's great. It's good. It's good. It's just like it's a very poetic way of saying like he disappears in the swamp depths. He comes up in the back row and it just punches him in the back of the head. Dealing physical damage equal to 100% of his attack. If the target is poisoned, he deals an additional 5% physical damage per stack of poison. This is going to go well with Poison Ivy. Additional physical damage increases by 10% per stack of poison. Additional physical damage increased by 15% per stack of poison. That is a very good basic. That's a very good basic. Yeah, that's a very good basic. Okay, sorry. Bark Armor. If any enemy has at least one stack of poison, Swamp Thing will summon roots from the ground that heal all allies for 10% of their max HP and bestow one stack of sturdy armor for 2 turns for every two stacks of poison collectively on the enemy team. All allies will receive an additional stack of sturdy armor for 2. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Okay, I gotta read that slower. If any enemy has at least one stack of poison, so any of them over there has one, Swamp Thing will summon roots from the ground that heal all allies for 10% of their maximum HP and bestow one stack of sturdy armor for 2 turns. So this is a passive. It says if any. I assume this happens at the start of rounds. I believe. Doesn't Cheshire have a poison that can't be purged and just stays forever? Tangent 41 counting that one. Okay, that's it. I give it to you. I give it to you. I put coin in the tangent jar. My bad. Okay. Cheshire has a poison that can't be purged, right? This just says if enemy has, but it doesn't say when this triggers. Like it doesn't say at the beginning of a round, at the beginning of the enemy turn, at the beginning of an ally turn. It doesn't say that. This looks like a passive. It doesn't say passive, of course, because I'm doing this ahead of time. Duration of sturdy armor increases to 3 turns. Swamp Thing now heals for 25% of his allies' maximum HP. This has to be at the beginning of a round. It's not written, but I assume that's what it is. Okay, next passive. Swamp Thing is coated in a toxic sap from the Manchineel tree. We're going to go with Manchineel tree. Manchineel, sure. Whenever an enemy attacks him, they receive 1 stack of poison for 2 turns. Okay, we saw that one coming. Each enemy can only be poisoned once per turn. The duration of the poison increases to 3 turns. Swamp Thing now inflicts 2 stacks of poison. It's 2 stacks of poisons for 3 turns at the very end at level 3. But this can happen once per turn. This basically feels like you're going to just be kind of dripped in poison forever. Swamp Toxins. Nature is constantly adapting and evolving. Whenever Swamp Thing is inflicted with an elemental debuff, frostbite, poison, or burn, his damage reduction against frostbite, poison, and the detonation increases by 5% for the rest of battle. So whenever he's inflicted with it, not necessarily where he receives damage, right? Just when it's been put on him. Damage reduction can be increased to a maximum of 60%. Okay, so maybe XP was right. Maybe XP were right. I hadn't even got to the ultimate yet. Launches quill-like branches out of his back, okay, like missiles that rain down upon the entire enemy team. If an enemy has 5 or more, they're gonna have 5 or more. 5 stacks of poison. 5 or more, 5 stacks of poison. We're gonna. If an enemy has 5 or more, 5 stacks of poison. Is stacks of poison a new debuff? Because there's poison and then they have this capital S here. I don't think it is what it's okay. I might be reading too much into it, but this feels like an awkward sentence if stacks of poison isn't something that's also new. 5 stacks of poison. Swamp Thing deals physical damage equal to 300% of his defense. What does his defense look like? If not, he inflicts them with 3 stacks of poison for 3 turns. So if they have stacks of poison, no. If they do, then he gets 3 stacks of poison for 3 turns. Okay, so I'm trying to go back to see where else, but they say something else stacks poison. Yeah, 1 stack of poison. Okay, so there's just a capital S that shouldn't be a capital S. All right, got it. If the enemy team collectively has 10 or more stacks of poison, Swamp Thing also heals all allies for 35% of maximum HP. So this is when the ultimate triggers. That makes more sense. Swamp Thing now adds 4 stacks of poison to the enemies with less than 5 stacks of poison already on them. So if you have 4 and which is less than 5, you can end up with 8. That's funny. I think poison stop stacking at 10. Might be 15, but I think it's 10. Okay, so that Swamp Thing, he looks monstrous. Is he gonna be better than Aquaman? I think his badge might give defense percentage based on poison stacks or something. Well, we'll have to see. I think it's just a typo. It's 15 stacks of poison. Okay. I wasn't sure if poison was treated like frostbite or if it was treated like bleeds. I thought it was treated like bleeds because frostbite is more in line with how burns are treated. So anyway, thank you. Cheshire, 5'9". This is, well, I was going to say that. That's actually not true. That's not true. All right, anyway. And I'm going to try to keep away from tangent number 42. I see you. Anyway, so, basic. Slashes an enemy with her blade, dealing physical damage equal to 150% of her attack. If the target is not already poisoned, she will also afflict them with 5 stacks of poisons for 2 turns. Is this her basic? See, Cheshire in DC Legends was the sign of things to come, meaning like when she came, the game lasted for another year. She went nuts. Honestly, it was Trigon who did it. But on her basic, if you don't have poison, she's giving you 5. Now, these aren't the unique poisons that can't be purged, but still, though. Physical damage dealt increases to 100, and then the damage is already at 170%. What are we doing? If the target is already poisoned, Cheshire now inflicts them with 2 additional stacks of poison for 2 turns. Okay. Cheshire also inflicts the target with 3 stacks of bleed for 2 turns. Well, now you're just being excessive. I'm also noticing that they would probably run very, very well with the debuff team. All right, so next, Shadow Shroud. There's a smoke bomb that disappears into the resulting cloud, rendering her invulnerable for 1 turn. Cheshire then immediately uses the cover as an opportunity to perform Poison Blade. After the smoke dissipates, Cheshire receives 1 stack of dodge. So she then uses, so her advanced attack is, you can't hurt me, here's 5 stacks of poison, and I'm a dodge. While Shadow Shroud is active, any attacking enemy that would inflict damage on Cheshire now receives 1 stack of poison for 2 turns. So she's now a better version of Penguin. Cheshire now receives 2 stacks of dodge after the smoke dissipates. Someone brought up the concept of power creep, and I was like, you can't help that in the game. But the kits on these characters, I'm not complaining per se, are so like they're increasing at like exponentially getting better. It's taking leaps, massive leaps. Cheshire weapons, and I guess this might be them trying to shift the entire meta of the game to one kind of standardized stat thing and leave what was done in the past behind. Cheshire's weapons are all coated with poison of her own invention. Whenever she deals damage, she also inflicts her target with 1 stack of Cheshire poison for 2 turns. I saw somebody bring this up, and I meant to talk about it. This is like Dr. Phosphorus's. He has his own unique burn. Yeah. So she has her own unique poison for 2 turns. Enemies with less than 33% of their max HP remaining also take 25% more damage. That is funny. You're hurting, so let me hurt you more. When attacking DPS enemies, Cheshire will apply 3 additional stacks of Cheshire poison. So 3 additional 4. So if she's attacking Wonder Woman, she's going to give Wonder Woman 4 stacks of poison instead of 3, or instead of 1. Enemies with less than 33% of their max HP remaining now take 100% more damage. That is a big jump, my guy. Any Cheshire poison inflicted on DPS enemies now lasts 4 turns. Now enemies with less than 40% of their maximum HP remaining take additional damage. That is nuts. Okay, let's go to her. Oh my god. Okay. Mad as Hatters. Slices the enemy in the back row with the most stacks of poison twice with her size. I don't know why I was going to say seance. Dealing physical damage equal to 175% of her attack with each strike. So she's striking them twice. Okay, so it's going to be 350%. Cheshire strikes, also dealing an additional 5% physical damage for stack of poison on the target. That is straight up from Swamp Thing. If no enemies in the back row poison, Cheshire attacks a random enemy in the back row instead. Okay. Physical damage increases to 225%. And then additional damage dealt by the stacks of poison increases to 7%. Each strike now does 10% more physical damage per stack of bleed on the target. So Cheshire looks like she's insane. You better be better than Lex. That's not a high bar to jump over. So Jade and Alan, or is it Alec? His name is Alec, right? Where you at? Yeah, Alec. Alec and Jade look like they are going to be beasts when they hit this game. Poison Ivy, I was like looking at already and like working on her gear. She's already nuts. I cannot wait to see what Dr. Poison has because it looks like she might be a good AoE healer. I know I shouldn't have done this video because I should wait for the characters to come out so I can like go through. I'm gonna do it again anyway, but I'm just too patient. I want it. I couldn't wait. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, they look like monsters. This could be a problem. They look like absolute beasts. Someone did bring up that whole power creep thing. I apologize for not remembering which one of you did. And I was like, well, every game's going to have power creep. And. Yo, this is like a massive leap. Like, there isn't... If we're taking Swamp Thing versus Peacemaker, I hadn't even touched Swamp Thing yet. And there's no debate over who's better. Aquaman's better. Jon Stewart is better. Peacemaker went to obsolete. And whoever said that earlier, you were right. Peacemaker went to obsolete. Absolutely power crept in like a little over a month. Before his season was over, he was irrelevant. Which sounds harsh to say. And maybe speaks to more of the down of Peacemaker. Because Bride, even before her little rework, which was just like a little buff, to me, like the most important thing was that buff on her when she revives. I was already using her more than Peacemaker. The team synergy. She doesn't have the, wait, I can't look at the team synergy for Jade. I can't. Because I don't have access to it. Feel me? I don't have access to her team synergy. You have to go to the character. And since I don't have the character unlocked, I can't look at the team synergy. And because the character isn't in the game, I can't unlock the character. So you see the path I'm going down. So yeah, there is no way to see her team synergy from here. They love doing agile damage dealers though. Damn, pick another lane. So yeah. Where was I on that? Yeah, Peacemaker is already not worth the effort. I don't see Aqua, even with all that stuff that is in Swamp Thing's kit, I don't see that knocking off Aquaman. I think Aquaman is still going to be good, but it feels like there might be more distance between, like, I'm playing with Aquaman more than I'm playing with Wonder Woman at the moment. And given what Swamp Thing sounds like, it sounds like I'll be playing with Swamp Thing more than Wonder Woman right now. So then it may be that we need to have the real conversation about whether Wonder Woman is that good anymore. Like, she's good, of course. She's good. I'm being ridiculous. But, like, is she still the number one? Is she still the best character in the game? Right now, I might say Aquaman. And then after that, I might say Swamp Thing once we get our hands on him. So, what? And then the thing is now that Peacemaker is seen, at least by me, as in not great. I feel like just stripping all these other pieces off of him because I do not think I'm actually going to use him that much. I took one piece off of him already. This is an HP bonus. Is there anybody who could use a block HP bonus? Because maybe that is just what it should be. Yeah, there's an HP bonus piece here. Okay, well this is, yeah, I put this on Bane. I'm going to keep it because it's Epic 2 versus Epic 1. I can take this up to the next level, have higher HP. I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed in how fast Peacemaker just became obsolete. But when I flash back to, where can I see Team Synergy? Keep in mind you can't select Aquaman as in the Legendary Starter. True. So out of the 3 from the Legendary Starters, Wonder Woman 100%. 100%. That is very, very true. She still has her value there. I'm about to also depart in like the next 5-10 minutes. This is disappointing. Now, granted, it's not like I put a bunch of resources in him. I liked him in the beginning. It wasn't like he was incredible to me, but he was good. He was good. And now it's literally going to be that I don't think I'm gonna use him. Like Superman OG, I use sparingly from time to time. He's good, but I just don't use him nearly as much. I don't use Peacemaker. The ones I use the most are actually, funny enough, Bride, Superman DCU, Sinestro. I think Deathstroke needs another star. Wonder Woman, that's about it, right? And I will also say this, as far as power creep comes, Cheshire looks good. Okay? Swamp Thing looks good. But go to any person who has a team synergy. We'll go to Kid Flash. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. This is team synergy here. Okay, I'm gonna wait for your next part of the reply. All right, so but if I'm being real, I think this might be in terms of like power creep, and it's like, whatever. The game is developing and the meta is gonna shift because of how few tunes there are and few game modes, honestly. The game is gonna shift very quickly when new characters enter. The meta of the game is gonna shift. However, at the same time, what Cheshire has is not making me feel differently about Mr. Terrific or Judo Master. The actual good characters. Didn't change how I felt about Kid Flash. I thought like maybe higher, maybe lower, but like Kid Flash was still that dude. Nightwing, same thing. Nightwing has lost a little bit of value, but honestly not even value. He's lost a little bit of focus, but he's still around all the time on every damn team, so he's still a beast. So maybe this speaks more to like, maybe this speaks more to how poorly Peacemaker was made in his stats, as opposed to how the meta is shifting exponentially. Start up a match, then select the team synergies icon when building your team. Just make sure you don't have anyone with a team synergy on the team. Oh, bottom left. Yo, is it here though? Oh, it is here. I'm not going to do this video again. But, have Gracie reach 4. Whenever poison is inflicted on DPS enemies in the back row, 1 stack of Cheshire poison that lasts 4 turns is also added. All stacks of poison on DPS enemies in the back row last until the end of battle. That I missed. That part I missed. Whose team synergy is this? Oh, because I don't have Supergirl yet. Didn't know she had a team synergy. That part I missed. Maybe I do need to add this real quick. So coming in 3, 2. Check. We're breaking in. Breaking news, which is not breaking news actually. It's just something that I missed. So thanks to Theonidas and Spike for helping me get there. But basically, So we're gonna look at these team synergy from Cheshire. Uh, that stuff is standard. All stacks of poison on DPS enemies in the back row last until the end of battle. They really are attacking that back row. They do not like them folks in the back row, and I don't either. It's usually those dudes. It's either the fish guys who keep throwing the fish and that never stop throwing the fish, or it's like the bomb dudes who keep throwing the bombs and never stop throwing the bombs. Like, I'm happy to destroy those, 100%. But you inflict poisons on that back row, and it never lasts to the end of battle. So those are just permanent poisons. Now with her. Whenever poison is inflicted on DPS enemies in the back row, one stack of Cheshire poison that lasts for 4 turns is also added. So this is, and then we need one target back row characters. Yeah, okay. So you need one of those, which would be, for me right now, it would be Poison Ivy. Grout would be next. I don't mess with Damien, or as you can tell by the level ones, I don't mess with Damien or Penguin. And then next would be Poison, which would have to be Poison Ivy. Here's a question. Oh, or Swamp Thing. Okay, cool. Here's a question. If I put Poison Ivy in here, she covers both of these things. Does just Poison Ivy hit this team synergy for me, or do I need one and then the other? In any case, let's return back to our regularly scheduled programming that wasn't scheduled and just kind of happened haphazardly and can clearly be told by how I'm just like stuttering over all of my words and pausing a lot. But let's get back to that. So, okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I've seen this before, but I just never think of it. Okay, so that's done. But yeah, in terms of power creep, Peacemaker, he is power crept. However, DCU is not. DCU came out before Peacemaker. I'm still going to develop DCU. I guess it's just more of I need to be disappointed in Peacemaker, which then makes me think. Here's a question. I thought about this beforehand. Should I take the... Oh, and actually, no. Here's where I was going. I was going to go first, take the... screwdriver helmet and put it on Aquaman. That doesn't make sense because the main problem I have with the Peacemaker helmet is that when I'm running him with Aquaman, there's such a narrow range of like 40% to 50% when the invulnerable from the screwdriver helmet activates from when the goat ungrabber. What's up, Ronaldo? I appreciate the love. I'm doing good. Hoping for the game. The ads thing is not a positive spin, but we're gonna keep it positive because I do like what's happened. I do like the stuff coming into the game. I do like the gradual getting better. There's a lot for them to do to get better, but we're happy with the baby steps. Anyway, so the Peacemaker screwdriver helmet activates its invulnerability at like 40%, and then the Aquaman School of Fish happens at 50%, if I'm not mistaken, or it's the other. Yeah, this is 40%, and then the screwdriver helmet is at 50. So it's such a narrow range of 10% that oftentimes it ended up where there was both School of Fish and screwdriver helmet running at the same time. Okay. That being said, if I'm not really rocking with Peacemaker anymore, my first thought was to take the helmet and move it to Jon Stewart. However, this epic artifact that's on him right now, giving him all these shields and everything else, we gonna leave Jon Stewart the hell alone. He's doing just fine. I'm leaning towards putting it on Bane. Let's give Bane some more invulnerable. Let's give him more of a chance to do more control. And the more I say it, I'm about to do it. Keep him from falling off and dying, increasing his stats. So now activate this when the user drops below 50%. I run him on a team with a block team 1, which oftentimes does not have Aquaman on it. So then him dropping to 50%, but then gaining invulnerability, and then just sitting there, gathering more heals and gathering more stacks so that he can do more stuns. Fun. And it gives a chance for someone to get around to heal him. So I think this is better here. Peacemaker is officially like put on the bench. Like heavy on the bench. Like, he is on the bench. He's on the practice squad. Put it that way. That's a better way to put it. If we're playing American football here, if we're playing American football here, I don't know how they would call it in international football, where you have your three like subs in that, and then they're like the other subs, so they can maybe rotate like six or however many. I don't know how that would work. I'm just thinking from like a coach perspective. And then there's like another five players where it's like, y'all aren't playing, y'all are here in case like some crazy stuff happens and like six players get injured all at the same time. And we still have, and it's not like a card situation. We just need to put in six folks. That is why you're here. You should not be. You should warm up for no reason. Basically, that's where Peacemaker's at right now. Peacemaker's on the practice squad. So I think maybe I should do that. Make a video called starters, bench, and starters, second string, and practice squad, and say which characters are the starters, which characters are second string, and which characters are practice squad. That could be fun. That could be a fun video. Let's hope I don't forget that idea. All right. Anyway, so right now Peacemaker is being stripped of whatever I need from him. HP bonus. If I find someone who needs it more, I'm going to put it on them. For right now, it stays, but I don't think I'm going to use Peacemaker anytime soon. John Stewart has it. Brad May has it. OG Superman has it. So OG Superman hasn't been affected. I mean, he has been affected by power creep, or maybe my roster getting deeper. But I would still rather run Superman. Oh, that's harsh. Let me make sure what I'm saying is right. It does sound like a fun video, right? That would be harsh. I think I would rather run OG Superman over Peacemaker. I have been. Yeah, that is what it is. Okay, so Peacemaker, sorry, buddy. And actually next here, this is HP bonus, and this is HP bonus. Okay, just just double checking to make sure. I think I was trying to strip attack from, yeah, okay, I did do that already. Although, HP bonus here. No, his was here. And it was an epic piece, not an epic one piece for the block, right? Oh, there it is. No, it was it's a block piece. And that's epic one. So theoretically, if I add 2 levels to this piece, I can replace this here, then change the set one or the other, so I would have speed and block. And I wouldn't have this mismatched piece, and then I can add this okay. That is what we're about to do. So Peacemaker, you're officially being demoted even more. Let's find an HP piece for you. We'll give you an epic 2-piece. You can have an epic 2-piece. It's fine. We won't do you dirty like that. We'll give you epic 2. And then we're gonna go ahead so we don't lose anything here. And quick select. Oh, did not mean to go that far in the quick select. Quick select, rank that up, level that up. Quick select, level that up. And so now this is back to where we were, but it is completing a block set here. Now we're gonna try to find whatever speed gear that could match up with it. Okay. Damn, I was about to be excited, but I just realized it was for the comms. Alright, so not that. The belt. We do have one belt here. We're gonna leave that for a second. So far we could do the belt. We could also do the body. I don't think that matters that much in the grand scheme of things. There's not an epic 3-piece that's gonna be, oh, there is. Wow, I spoke too soon, but it's already leveled. And then if we had an epic 3 helmet, that would definitely take precedent. None of this. So I think I'm gonna go any, meeny, miny, mo belt because I'm already here. Okay, cool. Replace. So now I do have more speed on my Aquaman. 208, not a slouch. So that was a good adjustment. Now, here's the next step in that. Kid Flash's heals are based on attack. I put this up very long ago. Don't judge me. I put this on him a while ago. And I am actually tempted. There's a 10% heal bonus here. Okay. Replace this with this piece here. There will be a heal bonus down here. Oh, it's an HP bonus piece though. It is an HP bonus piece. So my HP would go up on Kid Flash, but not the heals. Actually, the heals would go up too because the heal bonus would be plus 20. So the heals would go up. I'm going to marinate on that decision. So as we close out the video, and I'm going to write that idea down. Yeah, because I know I'll forget it. Let me write it down. This is not the right book to write it down on. Okay, so. And actually, this is my Pandora. Yeah, see, I already had Peacemaker there being redesigned. He's done. Okay, so starter, second string, practice squad. And I want to try to find an international way. I don't know if Gabriel's still there. Anybody who's familiar with international football, as we call it, soccer, can you let me know, like, I don't know if you understand what I mean by saying, like, they're a starter, meaning they start the game, and then you have, like, your subs or your replacement players or whatever. In soccer, you only have 3 subs. And then the players after that. So, like, you have 3 subs in soccer, but I assume there's, like, 5 to 7 guys where, depending on the situation, depending on who gets tired, most likely a midfielder or an attacker, but, like, striker, but maybe you need to pull a defender because he's just laboring on a hamstring or something. So it's like, yeah, we'll replace you with you. I'm sure there's like more. After that, what's the team? Who are the players who reserves? Bet. Thank you, Mio Deha. Oh wait, Mio Deha or just Mio DH? Either way. Speaking of DHs, Vlad Guerrero. What? Junior nothing. Vlad Guerrero is the man of the house now. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is the man of the house now. All right, so reserves. That's it. That is it. Okay, because I want to keep it like a little bit like international. Some international audiences probably aren't going to know what practice squad is. So like being reserves. So we got our starters, subs, reserves. We got our starters, second string, practice squad. There we go. Okay, so right now, because of all the talk, don't forget to try. Oh, yep. I've already downloaded it. It's already downloaded. My only debate about doing it is that I may. What? I just got some good news. I may finish Kaiju number 8 main story first, and then move over to Chaos Zero because I have so much Kaiju number 8 content that I've recorded and literally not edited. I would say I got like about 5 or 6 hours of Kaiju number 8 content that I have not touched. And it's been like 3 weeks since I've even played that game. And I want to get back to it. Like played it online. I've been playing it on my phone, but like actually done a video on it. Regardless. So I'm going to try to complete that. But I'm telling you right now, as a matter of fact, because you can see, it's already downloaded on the Play Store. And what I'm going to do to keep myself from forgetting, because I've done this with already the Power Rangers Legends. Oldmar, my daughter and I were playing that, but now we're on this. Well, we were doing the Avatar Quest for Balance. That game is. They could have put a little bit more money and effort into that. We're playing that. She doesn't seem to be too interested in Omar. There's a Shinobi game that I wanted to play that I downloaded. I'm doing all these games right now. I mean, it is on Graph for Gaming. It doesn't say on Graph for DCW. And then I'm making sure I'm doing it now because if you guys can't tell the way I go on tangents, I might have a touch of ADHD. So I'm going to put all these games in this folder, including Chaos. Where is it? Because if I don't, I'm going to forget it. I'm doing it because I'm trying not to be frustrated with me. Boom. All it's got a folder. Love the streams. Keep it up. Thanks. Appreciate you. So I'm putting it there. We shall see after Kaiju number 8 because I will do then. I'm gonna do Kaiju number 8, and like I said, I'm on vacay right now anyway. I will then run both Power Rangers and Chaos Zero Night and see which one. I don't even know if I should do like a stream where I try those things on stream at one point just to see what's up. Maybe I'll do a let's see what this is all about, Chaos Zero Nightmare, and let's see what this is all about, Power Rangers Legends, like preview videos or whatever, to try to decide what game I want to play. All right, so now that we've gotten to this point, and I said I was going to leave in 10 minutes about 20 minutes ago, I'm gonna, and everybody who's watching this channel is like, yeah, we know. You usually say you're going to leave for about 45 minutes before you leave. I'm going to go ahead and take care of Superman DCU going to rank 9. I'm going to wait on Aquaman, auto select. I need 40 of them things. I'm going to wait on Aquaman. I think I'll be able to take him rank 10 in about 10 days. In about 10 days or so. So we're going to wait and be patient with him. Get DCU up now. I said 40, right? I'm not spending 600 for this. So we're just going to go to Elseworld Shop and buy exactly 4 of these. So let us get here. Use, max, use. And actually, let me double check down here if there's anything else I should be opening or doing. We're going to leave these because hopefully I'll be able to get past the node that I'm on now. So these will increase in value as I progress. And now we will go to Superman DCU and take him rank 9. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you joining me. Auto select, confirm. Yo, yeah, I know what I was doing. Auto select, confirm, and now, oh wait. I always say I want to do, you know what, hold up. Let me do this very quickly. I always forget that I can do this. Screen recording. Record gameplay you're currently playing. Yep, start recording. Recording started. All right, so now we're gonna rank them up because I want to capture the animation here, if it's any good. I know Jon Stewart's act. Oh, I mean, I like Crypto, but that's not the best. Jon Stewart's is awesome. All right, so, and now we can stop the recording. Yep, stop recording, and that'll save to a folder for me. And maybe I'll use that later for some kind of new opening. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you joining me. Be ready for Swamp Thing tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow. And I don't know, depends on when I wake up and when I think Swamp Thing's just going to be there at reset. And then I'll try to pull for him and we'll see if we can get him. See if we can get a hold of him.